kidding me. I've been asking questions 24 hours now. Like, so what's it like being a freshman at DePaul now?
Yeah.
All right, we're here to Sam Ditton. So this year we're going without the sister. What's that going to be like?
I mean, it's definitely different, but, you know, like, I'm used to it. Like, she's here right now, like, in practice. But, you know, I just have good teammates, so it's fine. Like, it's normal for me now.
Saw a lot of action last year. I was getting every game. What do you think from last year to this year? What do you think you can improve on those?
You know, just keep doing what I'm good at and not, like, forcing anything, like doing stuff that I can't do and just playing my role and, like, getting people the ball who can. Like Sarah, Marissa, Mackenzie, like people that can score and just, yeah, playing my role and doing what I'm good at.
We talked to Marissa a little bit about moving to the Big East, and I would think it's got to be a lot easier, the fact that you guys are pretty much all back together again. I mean, that's got to make it easier than if you were bringing in a whole bunch of newcomers and then having to go to a new conference.
Right. Yeah, so we just lose one from last year, so our team's pretty much the same, so that does make it a lot easier, you know, make us a little bit more experienced as well.
What do you think of the new logo?
I really like it. I think it looks a little more mean, you know? I like it.
It looks a little more mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
What are you looking forward to this season the most?
Well, just the entire season as a whole, but I think it'll be fun just to travel new places and play new teams against people that we're not really familiar with.
Now you got 2 all-conference, preseason all-conference
awesome.
players. Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's really awesome. I'm really happy for them, and they deserve it. They worked hard, and I think they'll live up to their preseason, with their honors, and so I'm excited. It's good for them.
Team's okay with the number 2 ranking?
Yeah, I think it's a good spot to be in. You know, we have at least one target ahead of us, and we have targets behind us as well. So, yeah.
All right, well, best of luck this
Thank
season.
you.
Thank you. All right, we're here with Miss All-Conference. What did you think about that?
That was, I don't know, kind of nice. I mean, pretty cool, pretty exciting. Just being seeing Big East All-Conference. It's pretty crazy, but it's exciting. It's an honor. Obviously, though, we wouldn't be here. Marissa and I wouldn't get it if it weren't for our team either. So, I think that's important to note. Assists. People always kept talking about my assist to turnover ratio. Well, I wouldn't have so many assists if they weren't such good shooters. Half of them, I literally just passed it, and they made this great shot. So it's nice. It's great.
So I was talking with Marissa about this. You walk in Big East Media Days. There's the big board. You see Sarah Nelson all the time. You're like,
yeah.
Did that make it? Did that hit you? And wow, we're in the Big East.
Yeah, it was pretty cool walking in, seeing all the jerseys lined up of all the schools, and then being wow, this is the conference we're in.
Yeah.
That it was a pretty sweet honor. I mean, it's great. Anytime you get any honor, it's pretty cool. So it was exciting.
The teams picked second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you would have liked to be first, but
yeah,
I think that's a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I mean, first you have the biggest target on your back. With second, we kind of have that little chip on our shoulder now too. And I feel like the fact that we were already kind of out to prove ourselves, I like that we're picked second almost, because it gives us that little extra motivation to be yeah, we think we can have that #1 spot and things like that. So we're really excited. I'm looking forward to it and just getting into season and really proving ourselves. So
probably going into the Big East for your team, because Flan's schedules such a tough non-conference schedule every year. You guys are probably used to playing that level of talent, and obviously being the NCAAs as well.
Yeah, definitely. One of the questions I kept getting asked was, "Are you guys ready for this? Isn't it a lot bigger than the Missouri Valley?" And I was like, "Well, we play teams like Oklahoma and BYU and all those schools, Notre Dame. Yeah, so just playing those schools, I mean, the first, when you're a freshman and a sophomore, I think that kind of works out the jitters, and once you get to conference, then it's kind of okay, we've been here, we've done this before. So I think that helps a lot, and I know that we're going to definitely be able to compete in our league.
So you could have said, so if you really follow us, we played St. John's in the tournament.
Yeah, I know. I did that. I was we have a chip on our shoulders already. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited. It should be fun.
So in the offseason, what did you work on personally the most?
I think I kept up with shooting a lot, just kind of making sure. The season's really long. You're going to have ups and downs with shooting and things like that. And you got to remember that as soon as you have a bad night, you got to brush it off and get back on it and have more games where you make shots and things like that. So that was important. And then just weightlifting and strength and conditioning too. I think that's important. So.
You're not all We're here with Carly Tritt. So what did you think about the team second place in the Big East?
I think that's great. I think it's perfect for us because it's tough being #1. I think last year was tougher than beginning just because now we're the team that everyone wants to beat, and I think the second place is a perfect under the radar but still respectful place for us. And it's enough expectation and enough drive, but it's not something that we're going to expect to just fall into place, kind of like last year. It's going to be tough and even tougher with the new league, but I think we have a little bit of advantage just kind of coming in that no one's really played us. I mean, we played St. John's and Marquette a couple times, but nothing too serious, and Nothing that this team has really played because that was like 2 years ago. But I think second place is good, and I think that's what we kind of expected too. So.
Don't you think, and I was talking to the other guys about this too, don't you think because of the tough non-conference schedules play every year,
yeah,
the transition to the East for you will be a lot easier than some teams?
Yeah, I agree, because it's going to be kind of like 2 non-conferences for us, because we play those kind of caliber teams all year, or the first half of the year, the last 2 years. And especially the senior class, the experience we have with the NCAA tournament, I think that's great for us in the new league. I think Lansing were the only team in this new league that won a game in the NCAA tournament last year. So I think that's just an advantage that we have, and it's huge for us. And just to come in with other teams respect us, but us respect them back, it's going to be great competition, great games. But we need to come in and compete every single night, and that's going to be the one difference, I think, is there's not really going to be too many off teams, and even the off teams aren't going to be the same kind of off. I feel like that we're used to. So just not overseeing any game, especially, I mean, I'm excited to be on the bench for the first Drake game. I mean, Drake, I think that's huge for us, because it'll be a statement game for both teams to see where we're at, and obviously we're going to be the one that's supposed to win, so there's no pressure, but I just think that we have to start from day one and not overlook any team, including the first one and the last one.
So talk about, it had to be a tough decision. I said, hey,
yeah.
I can't do this.
Yeah, it was tough. I'm comfortable with it, and I always have been when I said it, but it's just kind of hard when we start playing like pickup, or we start going 5-on-5. And I just want to be in there if we have like a scoring drought, or we have a couple turnovers in a row. Something that you know you can probably contribute to.
Right.
That's what it's going to hurt the most. And then I think the Blue Jay Madness and when game starts, that'll be tough too. Just to